Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Mr. Abbott, and today I want to talk about MLA formatting. MLA formatting really has two aspects. One is the visual and structural format, and the other is the citation format, which is dealt with in my evidence video. Today, I want to take a look at the structure and format of your papers, involving what they should look like when they're turned in. Okay, here we have a student paper that is clearly not in MLA format. You can see the fonts can be sometimes hard to read. There's a lot of variation here. And so this is going to be a process you can go through to adjust any of your papers to meet the MLA formatting requirements. There really is not a lot of negotiation on this, and this is the exact format you should follow. Whether or not you agree with it is, a different topic. This is what I'm expecting of you as a student. So what I'd first recommend doing is holding down the control button and pushing A to select everything in your paper. All font in your paper should be MLA Times New Roman 12-point font. And so I'm going to go to the font selection drop down here, and I'm going to click on Times New Roman. You might need to scroll down here to Times New Roman on the list. Okay, it's 12 Times New Roman. Now we want to go to the font size, and everything should be size 12. And while we have everything selected, we might as well also make it all double spaced, which is achieved by going to this line and spacing icon here. It's an arrow with 3 lines next to it. We're going to click on that and click double. All right, and now that that's done, we have a lot of our paper in MLA format. Now, there's a couple things we still need to work on. The first of which is our MLA formatted heading. Now, you can see this student has it on the right of the paper. What we actually want to do is we want to change the alignment and move it over to the left. So the first thing we want is to put the student's name. And so Sue's student's name is here. There's a couple more pieces of information that we're going to want. And a lot of this has to do with what's expected of college classes, right? And what professors want from your paper. This is really kind of practice for turning things in a more, a more distant environment, a more, less familiar environment where your professors might not know who you are. They might have multiple stacks of papers and your papers could get lost. And you want to have everything on your paper that would possibly allow a professor to identify who it is, what class it came from, and what assignment it is. That's really the purpose of MLA formatting. So we have the student name. Under that, you want to put the teacher's name. For this class, to be Mr. Abbott's. Might be Professor Abbott. Some teachers just have you put the last name. Underneath that, enter. In high school, everything is done in periods, right? But in college, there are no periods. There are just classes. And so what you would normally do here is you just put the title of the class. And so let's say this class was for my English 3 class. And after the class, you're going to want to put the date. Now, normally you would format a date like this, but that's not the way it works in MLA formatting, right? We would take out the month. So what we're going to do is we'll write the day as a number, the month as a word, and then the year as a number. And let's actually make this today's date. So you want the date to look like this, 18 November 2021. There's one more thing you want to do to make sure that your paper is identifiable. Now, you want to go to Insert here, scroll down to Page Numbers, and select this one with the page number in the upper right-hand corner. This will open your header. This is something that's repeated on each page of your essay. You want the page number. You'll see here it's highlighted in gray. That means it's a script that'll change it to a different number on each page. You definitely don't want to delete that because if you delete the script, you will just create the same page number on each one. And this got changed out of the proper format. I'm going to put it in MLA Times New Roman 12 point. And so what you want is your last name For this is for Sue Student. Her last name is Student, and then the page number. And the reason for this is if you print out paper copies of your essay and somehow the pages get mixed up or separated somehow, the teacher can find the pages and reassemble them, knowing that they belong to you and what order they go in. Okay, so we have that heading there. We have this information in the upper right-hand corner. Go to the date, and what I'd recommend doing is hitting the down arrow on your device. And if it goes to a blank space, you want to delete that. No extra spaces here. You want it to go straight to your title. Here we have a title, but this title is bold. We don't want the title to be in any different font than the rest of your essay. I'm sorry to those of you who want fancy, special formatted titles. Go to the title, hit the down arrow. That should go to the introduction of your essay. If it doesn't, delete the space. There we go, and it goes to the essay. Now here you can see this student has their essay centered. We do not want that. So we want to select the essay here and make it left aligned. So now all the words form a straight line on the left. At the beginning of each paragraph, hit the tab button to indent that paragraph. If you see a space between your paragraphs like this, delete it and indent the paragraph. Delete the space, indent the paragraph. Go through until your whole essay is like this. And so now this paper is properly formatted in MLA format. It has the correct font, it has the correct spacing, it has the correct alignment, it has all the needed information. And so before you turn in any formal writing assignment, your essay or your paper or whatever it is you're writing should look like this if it is in proper MLA format. Feel free to review these instructions anytime you need to put a paper into MLA format. Thank you.